huyu hataingia Kenya.
Ni sawa.
Yeah.
So number one, I think the worst strategy any president can do right now is come with the Bible. People immediately I see, like Morara had started, I said, oh my God, are you rooted around too? Because I don't want to see right now a presidential candidate when ameshika Biblia. Nilisema and then anapiga magoti I said, oh no, we have another one. Here's another one. I think young people are becoming less religious because of, one, politicians are the biggest hypocrites when it comes to religion. Number two, the church, I mean, there's a saying that said there's no hate like Christian love. Churches are so toxic. Religion and politics should be completely separated. If you are a Christian, good for you, but keep that to yourself. Focus on the work that has been given to you. And if you really, really want us to respect you as a Christian, and as a Christian myself, let it be in your actions.
And I want us to talk about something that most activists avoid. And can anyone guess what that is? Anyone going once, going twice?
Playing dirty.
No, wachana na hiyo hapo. Hiyo hapo activists talk about it. I want to talk about faith.
Paid activism?
Oh, no, faith, religion.
Oh.
Yes, religion.
Oh, faith, okay.
When people say religion in Kenya, they often, and I'm saying this, you know, like in a very polite way, so Kenyanjui don't come for me. When people say religion in Kenya, they often mean Christianity. Yeah, but they will say religion, but they often mean Christianity. But this leaves, you know, like more than, I think, close to 30% of Kenyans, whether very Muslims true. Or other groups.
Or other religious.
It leaves them out, kabsa. So the good thing is we have, you know, like a good representation of a Christian and a Muslim on the panel. So what I want to know is, especially when it comes to the younger people, looking at morality in a very different way, and resistance, and looking also at resistance outside the traditional religious institutions. Maybe let me start with you, Joy. As a Christian, how do you see Gen Z navigating the contradictions between what the church preaches and what people live, especially on justice? Joy.
So I'm one of the people that believed in the separation of the state and religion.
Church and state.
Yeah. So I think that religion should be a personal experience. I don't think it should be used as a rhetoric in the political space. I personally think when people lead with that kind of religion, I think it's usually with an intention to control people who are religiously brainwashed or have religious psychosis, which is a lot, especially in a country with a lot of poverty. I think that poor people are the easiest to manipulate with religion because there's not much to really give people hope in such a dysfunctional country. And so you have a lot of people that have religious psychosis, and so when they see a leader who is religion adjacent, even though we know very well that someone like our current president is not religious in the way that religion is supposed to be, but for him it is a tool to control people. And because most of the people in Kenya are below the poverty level, they're going to believe him. And that's why I think that religion and politics should be completely separated. If you are a Christian, good for you, but keep that to yourself. Focus on the work that has been given to you. And if you really, really want us to respect you as a Christian, and as a Christian myself, let it be in your actions.
Why were young people occupying churches? Because that's what started happening.
Because those are the centers of manipulation, and Christianity and politics have become intertwined to control the masses, unfortunately. So you have money being funneled from the state. I mean, back then when Rachel was still had the bravery to still talk to people, I don't know where she went, but back then she would have prayer sessions at State House, you know, religious events paid for, sponsored by the government, which I thought was ridiculous, because that money then was being funneled into churches. churches, churches are natural campaigning hotspot for campaigning grounds, right? You have people who come to church every Sunday, big churches, 100, 500 people. It's a natural way to find a group of people that you can talk to and give your political information. You also have people like pastors who are seen as figures of authority and they're very well respected. And so if they're getting 20 million on the side from the government, what is he gonna tell the people on Sunday? This man has been chosen by God to lead us. This is the one he has chosen. If you don't follow him, then this is our God appointed leader and we need to follow that.
And remember, he was always carrying around a Bible.
Yeah.
Who?
Miss
Kasongo.
Kasongo.
Yeah.
Oh.
But now, how, like we've known, like the church has been very influential.
Infiltrated, yeah.
But how are younger people, is this influence infiltrating to, let's say, people under the age of 30? Is this influence of the church infiltrating to them, or how are younger people relating to the church? Is the church, is the power, like
I can
diminishing?
speak about myself.
Yes.
I think definitely. For me, the church is not an authority to tell me who and who not, or what not to do. I relinquish that to my own personal experience with my own personal religion, and the kind of decisions that I make are at my person, not being influenced by anyone. And I'm not afraid to criticize in the name, I remember, you can't criticize the man of God. Like, this is the chosen. He can do no wrong, right? I think what people my age is, they're not afraid to see fakeness even in the church, and you're not afraid to call it out. Said you're a fake pastor. And I'm never coming back here again. You teach, your gospel is prosperity gospel. Every Sunday is how can I be a millionaire, right? You have outlandish, extreme ideas. I'm going to call you out, and I'm going to say your church is built on foolishness.
Wow.
End of story.
Wow.
Okay. But what about the relationship with Christianity generally? Forget about the church. How are younger people in your experience?
I would say they're definitely becoming less and less religious. I think there is religious trauma in the Kenyan society.
Okay.
Outside of politics, number one, politics I think is a major one. Our Bible-loving president turned out to be a murderer. So there's trauma there. I think the West alleged. It's not alleged. But the
Huyu hataingia Kenya.
ni sawa.
Yeah.
So number one, I think the worst strategy any president can do right now is come with the Bible. People immediately, I see, like Morara had started, I said, oh my God, are you root around too? Because I don't want to see right now a presidential candidate mwenye ameshika Biblia. Nilisema and then anapiga magoti. I said, oh no, we have another one. Here's another one. I think young people are becoming less religious because of, one, politicians are the biggest hypocrites when it comes to religion. Number two, the church, there's a saying that said there's no hate like Christian love. Wow. Churches are so toxic. Churches are just...
And on cue.
on
cue.
So churches have so much, and that could be a whole other topic at how churches protect some of the most evil people.
I'm sorry, Ibu, repeat that what you said earlier.
There's no hate
better
like
than
Christian love. The
What?
church holds so much hidden.
Son
The
of a
church
twang, guys.
can be the most evil place ever, because the
Look
kind of
at-
characters you have in there, they're the most judgmental, the most critical,
Look at the
the most
evangelicals
selfish.
here in
It's
America.
insane.
Look at
It's
the
insane.
evangelicals, the clangelicals here in America.
It's insane. And so you have young people who are critical thinkers, right? They've been raised to think about things critically, not to be brainwashed. They see how these people are acting and they say, I'd rather not. And that I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but human beings are spiritual beings, right? And so if you have that break of when people no longer have that spiritual side of themselves, because everything that is spiritual is being seen or has been very negative, then also they lose a sense of self, I would say. Be breaking away. So
Okay, wow. That is so powerful. Yeah, but